it is 6:30 on November 12th, 2024, and time for the Murray City Municipal Council. All the council members are present. We have Paul Pickett for District 1, Pam Cotter, District 2, Rosalba Dominguez for 3, myself, Diane Turner for 4, Adam Hawk for 5. We have Mayor Hales, Brooke, our recorder, GL, our attorney, and Jennifer, our executive director. So we all welcome you, those of you who are here and those of you who are watching us online. We'll do the opening ceremonies and the Pledge of Allegiance, which I have asked Mayor Hale, and he has consented. So there he is.
Thank you. Please stand and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Very good, Mayor. Thank you. All right. First off, we have approval of minutes for council meetings October 1st, 2024, and council meeting October 15th, 2024. Are there any changes, any additions? Okay, seeing none, hearing none, I will take them together. So do we have a motion?
I'll motion to approve the council minutes for October 1st, 2024 and October 15th, 2024.
I will second that.
All in favor? Say aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Okay. Thank you. We have no special recognition. Citizen comments. This is the time that for citizen comments, and comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Step to the microphone, state your name and city of residence, and fill out the required form that Patty has over. Very good. So, are there any comments?
Sherry Van Bibber, 5469 Avalon Drive, Murray, Utah, 84107. Be positive. Blood type. What else did you want? 801. Sorry.
That's too much information, but, thank you, Sherry. It's
I'm an
nice
open
to
book.
see you.
I just wanted to thank everybody and thank Parks and Rec for helping us get through the Murray Haunted Woods. It was the most phenomenal so far. We had almost 7,500 people in 3 nights and about $30,500. That's a lot of $5 tickets. And everybody keeps wanting, we need to raise the price of that. Going forward, we had our 50th anniversary this year, so we've had it 18 years. The city's had it the rest of those. And did you didn't get to it this year, huh? It was cool. Every year it gets better and better. I know some of you did make it, but the animatronics, our people are just amazing. And I'm in the middle of adding up the hours because we had Cottonwood High School, Murray High School, Taylorsville High School. We had this happened from the nonprofit thing that we had that night when we were doing the money. The ballet dance company started coming in and doing. They did a thing, and they were at Haunted Woods the whole time. So it was fun. We're incorporating more of everyone in the city every year. So that's been awesome. And we just wanted to thank Bruce Holyoke and the crew. AAA Restoration, we couldn't do it without them. Give Back Brokerage with Jen. They all did sponsors. Our big sponsor was Parents Empowered of Utah. And they were awesome, gave us a $5,000 grant. They don't ever do that, but they love, because we have so many people from all over the state that come to this event. And they gave us, we went through thousands of those squishy brains. So now everybody has an extra brain in Murray. And then we went through all the dynamics of all the different, I mean, it was just amazing. And the kids ran the show. And they don't just show up and do it. They have to get the volunteers. There's a lot of work that they have to do. And there was a lot of stress this year. We talked about that, a lot of stress behind, because a lot of things. Candidates night was also scheduled for the same night, the first night. So we had a lot of things we were battling up against, but it didn't make a difference. People were parked up on Vine Street. There was no parking. It was great. And the weather was fabulous. But anyway, we give the money to nonprofits with child abuse prevention and domestic violence groups. So thank you for handing it to us, I think. And we look forward to a lot more years, right?
Right.
And we're thankful for the police department and the fire department, because we have, when you're doing it outside, and we have a lot of money invested too. There's a lot going on in the park at night, so so we're so appreciative of their extra help too. So anyway, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. Any more citizen comments? Okay, seeing none, we will continue on. We don't have a consent agenda tonight. We do, however, have a public hearing. And that is to consider an ordinance amending section 17.64.020 and 17.64.090 of the Murray City Municipal Code relating to residential fencing regulations and setbacks and fencing between residential and non-residential zoning districts. Zach Smallwood. Welcome,
Hello.
Zach.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a request from the Planning Division to clarify some residential fencing code in the zoning ordinance, and then also allowing for additional height when a residential property is abutting a non-residential property. So we do want to allow additional availability for people to have fencing in their, on their property. So currently, as the code reads, you can see on your left-hand side there, when a house has a driveway within 12 feet next to it, and it's on a corner lot, they are not allowed to have a 6-foot fence past their home. It has caused a lot of issues with people not feeling like they could get their some additional privacy on their property. So we are proposing that we do on the right-hand side, which amends it to if there's a driveway within 10 feet of the house next door, that there be it's called a site triangle. So you take 10 feet back from the right-of-way, which we carefully crafted that to say right-of-way instead of street. Some residents can misconstrue street as like the asphalt or the curb, as opposed to right-of-way, which could include, some space that would be reserved for a future park strip or future sidewalk, or just adjacent to the sidewalk. So the right-of-way, it makes more sense in those bounds. Does allow for greater enclosure. So here's an example of somebody that doesn't have a driveway next to their house and lives on a corner lot. You can see they can build right up to the sidewalk there, fully enclosed, no issues there. However, if you do happen to have a driveway on the property behind you, you're limited to that fencing up on the screen here. So again, we wanted to make that so people could have greater use of their property, be able to have some additional privacy if they'd like, and those things. I don't know why I put this back in here, so I'm just gonna skip over it. So the new code would allow for something, this isn't exactly what it would look like, but it's the closest that I could find. So you can see where it kind of cuts off to the side there, where it's close to the driveway. That would allow for some sight distance when people are backing out or, leaving their property, but then allow for greater flexibility along that property. Looking at that, another example here, it pushes it back a little bit. Again, this would be required. So for example, you would have to take pretty much this panel and cut it across over here, but then it would meet our new code just fine. And then again, so we had a provision in the code that needed some clarification between residential and non-residential zoning. So currently, there's an exception in the fence code that houses that abut a commercially zoned property, which was kind of vague, that they could build a fence up to 8 feet high along that property line. But we didn't have a mechanism to approve that, so it just said the planning commission shall allow. Typically, that's just been done when we do like conditional use permits or something, when the commercial building goes forward, that allows them to go up to 8 feet. But we did have somebody that came in that owned a residence and said, I would like to put up an 8-foot fence, and I was like, great, I don't have a way for you to do that. So we working with the attorney's office, we found a way to kind of make that happen with the planning commission with the anticipation of doing a text amendment, which is why this is before you now. So this will just allow it to the residents when they're abutting those two different zoning districts. Going the wrong way. So findings here, so we do find that the proposed text amendment promotes the individual property rights and does not conflict with the general plan. The proposed text amendment's been thoroughly reviewed to ensure the health, safety, and general welfare of the community are maintained. Staff finds that continuing to support single-family neighborhoods by allowing additional privacy provides owners with greater use of their property. The Planning Commission held a public hearing on August 15th, 2024, and voted 5-0 to 4 to recommendation of approval of the requested amendment. So we are recommending that the Planning Commission, or the staff and Planning Commission, recommends that the City Council approve the requested text amendment. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions for Zach at this point? Okay,
Okay.
this is a public hearing, so I will open it to public comment. Okay, seeing none, I will close this public hearing and send it to the council for a motion.
I'll motion to amend the ordinances section 17.64.020 and 17.64.090 of the Murray City Municipal Code relating to residential fencing regulations and setbacks and fencing between residential and non-residential zoning districts.
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there discussion on the motion?
No.
Okay. Then Brooke, would you call the roll?
Mr. Hawk?
Aye.
Mr. Pickett?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye. Okay, motion passes unanimously. Now we'll go to business items. We have 2 of them, and we'll start with the first one, to consider a resolution approving an interlocal cooperation agreement between the city and Salt Lake County for receipt by the city of Tier 2 Zoo Arts and Parks funds, also called ZAP. And Lori Edmonds is presenting. Oh, I guess not. I guess Kim.
Sorry, you're stuck with me. Lori had an Arts Advisory Board meeting this evening, so.
I was so focused, I didn't even see you walk up there. You
You
don't
are- you
even
are
look like
fine.
Lori, but it's nice to see you.
So as we discussed in CLW meeting just
Right.
a little while ago, this is asking for your approval for an interlocal agreement with Salt Lake County. Basically, we're accepting $100,000 from the ZAP program for our cultural arts programs.
All right. Thank
Any
you very
questions?
much. Are there any questions for Kim?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, then I will accept a motion.
I move that we approve a resolution approving an interlocal cooperation agreement between the city and Salt Lake County for receipt by the city of Tier 2 Zoo, Arts, and Parks funds.
Do we have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Is there discussion on the motion? Okay. Would you please take the vote, Brooke?
Mr. Hawk?
Aye.
Mr. Pickett?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye. All right. Our next business item is to consider a resolution adopting the regular meeting schedule of the Murray City Municipal Council for calendar year 2025.
Thank you.
And we have Jennifer Kennedy
So for
presenting.
So for next year, all the council meetings have been scheduled for the first and the third Tuesdays, with the exception of May, in which we'll meet the first and the second, so May 6th and May 13th. August, we will meet August 5th and August 12th. November, we will meet November 18th and 25th, and December, we will meet on December 9th and the 16th.
Okay, thank you. Now, are there any questions for Jennifer at this point? We've discussed that in the committee of the whole, so. All right, I would take a motion.
I move that we accept a resolution adopting the regular meeting schedule of the Murray City Municipal Council calendar for the calendar of year 2025.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Is there discussion on the motion? All right, would you take the vote, please, Brooke?
Mr. Hawk?
Aye.
Mr. Pickett?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Nay.
And Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
And Ms. Turner?
Aye. Okay. The motion passes. All right, that's it for the regular, and now we get to the mayor's report and questions from the council. Mayor.
Thank you. First of all, the Streets Department asked if I would remind everyone that it's going to snow. Oh, it did today. All right, so we're going to get more snow. And they've just asked if there's no parking on the streets. It's really hard, and I know it's hard sometimes not to, but they need to build it. It just doesn't allow them to snow plow clean. And so they're just asking that snow plows, when they clear the roads during the snowstorms, to not park on the streets, and also not to place snow from your driveway or sidewalks into the roadway. So just, it'll help us. And who knows how much we'll be using the snow plows, but my gut says it's going to be quite a bit. So we'll see how prophetic I am on that one. But anyway, and then also Kim Sorensen asked me to remind everyone that the 20th, which is a week from Wednesday, I believe, that we have our council, or we have our volunteer banquet, and you're all invited. Have you put that on? It's on your calendars. Okay, so that's next Wednesday, and there'll be a lot of. Kim wanted to put up that Christmas tree early. I don't know why, but anyway. Okay, Kim. Anyway, you'll have a lot of decorations in here. Brenda told me on Thursday, this will be all decorated. So we're hopping for the holidays, so
I know, that's exciting.
it is kind of fun.
And when is the tree lighting?
December 7th at, does somebody remember? I want to say 6:30. Let me look, but it's December 7th on a Saturday. It begins at 6.
Nobody more excited than
Oh.
you, Mayor.
It's interesting. Last year, we had so many visits and to see the tree, so.
How many times, were you here every
And also
day?
there will be hot chocolate served by the
That's right.
MLCC kids.
That's Pam and Sherry and the kids will be here doing hot chocolate. And
The mayor will be here every day.
I am kind of here every day, yes. I'm here about 5 times a day when that
Well,
happens, but.
Not for work, just to see
Yeah,
the
just
tree.
every day
Just to
for
see the
work, and
tree.
then
Just to see the tree.
a few days I'm working the tree, so. Anyway, that's all I have, so thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, council, and we are adjourned.